Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. This is Jeff with Fluent American checking in. Hope you guys are having a good start to August. Today in this video, we're going to be looking at brand names. So basically different companies, how are they pronounced in the US? Okay. As you're probably already aware of, American companies, how they're pronounced in the US can be different than how they're pronounced around the world, and vice versa. Americans will pronounce companies from around the world in different ways as well. So we're going to be just taking a look at some of the more common brands. If you have a question about a specific brand or company or product that you want to know how it's pronounced, feel free to put it into the chat box, and I'll be checking that, of course, as we go through this. I've also posted all the companies that we'll be taking a look at. Lastly, just real quick notes, feel free to join our free pronunciation group on Facebook if you're trying to get some regular practice in during the week. We're posting every day some sort of content for you to practice with, so it'd be great to have you. I'll post the links to that later to our Facebook group. All right, so we're going to start off with international companies and how they're pronounced in the United States. I'll say them twice. If there's anything that we need to discuss, we will. And then we'll move on to our next one. Okay, so our first one, Samsung. Samsung. Okay, so a key thing here for Samsung is that you have that ah sound before the M. It's like Sam. And again, we've talked about this before, but when you have an ah sound before an M, it's going to break into two parts, like am. Okay, I'll post some notes about that later in case you're curious about that ah sound plus a nasal, because it does break into two parts. But again, it's going to sound like am, Sam, and then sung. Samsung. Our next one, Toyota. Stressing that second syllable, the yo. Toyota. Notice that T takes on a fast D sound. So it's not T, it's usually more D. Toyota. Also note that Y sound is a strong Y. Toyota. Our next one, Mercedes. That last S is slightly voiced, so you should feel some vibration in your throat when you say that. Mercedes. And again, long I sound. It's not as, it's more ease. Mercedes for your car. L'Oreal. I think a key thing here is the EL. So linking that E sound with the L sound, with that slight Y. EL. L'Oreal. Nestle. So in American English, it's going to end with that long I sound, that E. Nestle. The T is silent. Nestle. After that, we have Ikea. I think a big thing I see with students is the last syllable, that sound, finishing with that schwa. Ikea. You want to make sure that the back of your tongue is down so lots of air can get through your mouth. Ikea. After that, Nestle twice. Nokia. It's not Nokia, it's Nokia. I have a Nokia phone. Okay. It's like no, strong O sound, and then Kia again. It's just like Ikea, Nokia. Okay. After that, Lego. Key thing is that Lego. This is the same S sound you see like in best or get or head. Lego. Just like in saying leg as well. After that, Bayer. So again, A sound. Something that could be helpful with the A sound is opening your mouth wide and trying to raise that front of your tongue. Bayer. Alibaba. And again, we have that sound at the end. Baba. Notice before that we had the ba, sound, like in stop or got. Ba. Al sound, Alibaba. Then Huawei. Strong H sound to start, and then way, just like WAY. Huawei. And Adidas. Adidas. So if you go in the US and you're trying to buy some shoes, again, we'll talk about the American company in a moment, but this company, Adidas, stressing the second syllable, the Adidas, Adidas. All right, so those are just some examples of some international companies and how they're pronounced in the States. Let's talk a little bit more about how to pronounce American companies, whether they're in the US or abroad. This is how people in the US would pronounce these names. So, for instance, the first one that's very different around the world, Nike, Nike. So, in the US, people are going to pronounce the E sound at the end. So, it's not Nike, it's Nike, Nike, holding that E sound, long I. It'll sound much more natural. Pronounce it that way in the States. McDonald's, McDonald's, probably the most famous fast food chain. A lot of people around the world pronounce it like McDonald's, but it's not Mac, it's Mick, like with a short I sound. Mick, McDonald's, McDonald's. Okay. Also, usually if you're looking to like a short form, like people don't usually say like, oh, I went to Mac. Like that, people wouldn't really be sure what you're talking about. It's usually like I went to McDonald's. You could also say, like, if you want another form, you could say, like, Mickey D's. Like, I went to Mickey D's. Yeah, but Mickey D's or McDonald's. It's not usually going to be Mac. After that, Apple. Apple. Ah sound like at or cat. So it's not ah, it's more ah. Ah. Again, for that ah sound, the key difference between the ah sound and the ah sound, if you look at yourself in the mirror, you should see the middle of your tongue in your mouth. Ah, apple. Apple. After that, Chevrolet. Chevrolet. T is not pronounced. Okay. Chevrolet. Rollay. Holding that A sound at the end. Don't release it too soon. Hold your mouth wide. A. Chevrolet. After that, Disney. Disney. Okay. Notice here, short I sound, so it's not dies. It's not dies. It's dis. Dis. Also, the knee part at the end, knee, just like the body part, knee on your leg. It's a long I sound. It's not a, it's not Disney, it's Disney, Disney. After that, Netflix, Netflix. I think the key part is the flicks part. Okay, so short I on that I. So it's not fleeks, it's flicks. Netflix, Netflix. After that, Uber, Uber. Key thing is not to overstress the second syllable. It's not bear, it's just burr, burr. It's almost like a BR. It's almost like the E isn't there. Burr. Uber, Uber. Notice that my lips are small and round for the oo, Uber, Uber. After that, Facebook, Facebook. I think the key thing is the sound for book, an often mispronounced word. You want the back of your tongue high, front of your tongue down, and your lips to be a little bit tense. If this is a tricky sound for you, try smiling a little bit to get your lips a little tenser. Book. Facebook, Facebook. After that, Starbucks, Starbucks. Key thing, second syllable has that schwa sound, so it's not box, it's bucks, bucks. Starbucks, Starbucks. Also make sure you pronounce that R, star, back of your tongue high, front of your tongue curling up. Starbucks, Starbucks. And Adobe, Adobe for the software company. You want to make sure you're holding that E sound long I at the end. So it's not Adobe, it's Adobe, Adobe. All right, I'm just going to say all of these names rapid fire. And again, if you have other ones, feel free to post them in the chat. I'll try to get back to you. Samsung, Toyota, Mercedes, L'Oreal, Nestle, Ikea, Nokia, Lego, Bayer, Alibaba, Huawei, Adidas, Nike, McDonald's, Apple, Chevrolet, Disney, Netflix, Uber, Facebook, Starbucks, Adobe. Great. Thank you guys so much for your time. Again, I'll be posting in the comments a little soon. I'll post in the comments soon about a link to our Facebook group. Feel free to join. Also, if you like the content or you want to show some support, it'll be great to have you subscribe to the channel to get updates on our latest videos and things like that. My name's Jeff. Thank you guys for your time. I'll see you in a future video. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. Thanks for your time watching with us. Take care.